One more thing here before we go, and this is at the end of it. I swear to you, right here, I have to pay a little homage and throw a little shout out there. Mean Gene Okerlund passed away this week. Now, he passed away Wednesday. I already had an episode loaded up, so I wasn't able to talk about it, but he did pass away. As a former announcer, former interviewer, former commentator, I mean, I've done every job in the business there is to do. As a former member of that fraternity, to lose a guy like Mean Gene is huge. I did have the pleasure of meeting him very briefly, handshake deal. We worked a show together, but as I said before, there's a difference between working a show together and working with someone. And I never got a chance to work with him. I just merely had the chance to meet him and exchange pleasantries, and he was a nice gentleman to me. And obviously a heavy influence on my career when I began. When you first get a job like that, interviewer or commentator or whatever, you do your research. You look around and try to get different ideas and how you want to sound and how you want to do things. And obviously Mean Gene's one of the first guys you come across. And, his shtick with Hogan and with Flair, it was a heavy influence on me. I remember very briefly during the whole early stages of the GOAT thing, which you guys know that I'm a former manager of the GOAT, and Chris Cage, Whiplash, Rays, Ivy, and Jael, which I haven't had on the show yet. I'm looking forward to having on here. Cage wanted to do that. That was one of the things that I had with Cage. There's a promo. If I can find it, I'll put it up. But there's a promo where he pretty much treats me like his Mean Gene Okerlund. He used to do all this thing, Brother O and all that stuff. That's where the O stuff started, actually. It was Cage doing all these Mean Gene Okerlund stuff. And that's the origination of like the House of O and, the Squad of O and all that stuff. And it was, technically speaking, it was Cage. And I have Cage coming over the house very soon. We have like a little thing we're going to be doing soon for the show. And I'll bring that up and see what he says. But yeah, so Mean Gene was a big influence here on me. He was a big deal. He was a big deal. I was a fan of his work, obviously, and respected him greatly. I know people were up in arms about the fact that Hogan was the one that got a chance to say something. Look, I'm not going to sit here and rant about the whole Hogan thing. You're free to feel however you want. He did something stupid. He said something stupid, and he should be held accountable. And if you're not ready to forgive him, if you never plan on forgiving him ever, that's completely up to you. I can't criticize literally anybody for that. It's your own personal choice. So there's no need for a rant. Me personally, I don't like the things that he said. I don't support the things that he said. But, even though people are correct, he never really did fully apologize for his comments. He apologized for getting caught. He didn't really apologize for his actions. I'm not going to hold his feet to that forever. You would need continuous behavior for me to do that, which he has not shown the ability to do. He doesn't really have continuous behavior, so I don't know. We will see. If they've accepted him amongst the locker room, then whatever. It may be against their will. Who knows? Maybe they don't want to support him and they're being forced to because it's WWE. But me, myself, I'm not really separating the man from the actions. I'm not overly just down about it. I didn't really care either or, to be honest with you, whether Hogan was out there or not. Because to me, it was about Mean Gene. And rest in peace, brother. And what we're going to do here as we sign off, I usually hit you guys with the big line. Thank you for downloading and all that stuff. But as is tradition here on Orsini's Uncensored Mind, we have a fallen brother. We have not fallen. we lost a brother. And we will give him the due that he has deserved. So I will play my end credit, and then we will end it with the 10 bell salute. So I'll play my son, and then we will do the 10 bell salute. So thank you guys for listening to episode 70.
At my house, listen to my daddy so. Or see the extra line.